Hello and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Same old, am I right? We're moving up in the world, just trying to make a living, make a life out of crime. That's not true at all, unless trucking is a crime. It's a sin. Yep, the homosexuals. So life continues as we are somewhere outside of an area. We're like in the middle of Fresno, Huron, and Bakersfield. That's exciting. Not really. Anyway, we need to get gas. We might want to repair. We need to take a nap, but maybe it's best to try to locate a job first. We could start from what the hell does this want us to carry? Hazard class 4? I don't remember what class it is, so nice. But it also just wants us to go that far, so that's not exciting. Back to Eureka again, man. Bakersfield to Eureka. Carrying some like Ford F-150s or something, I don't know. Back to Elko, man. Sometimes life's just a little boring when you have the same like 16 cities to go to. Weird, right? Fresno, Oxford, Fresno to LA, Elko, Eureka, yada yada yada, blah blah. This is the same old shit. Oh, it's a little different, but it pays like garbage. Well, we could always Santa Cruz. You got anything, Santa Cruz? You got anything like Oxnard, Winnemucca, Fresno, Oakdale, Reno, Carson City? We could just like drive to Huron. I might just do that real quick. Honestly, just at least be able to see what kind of jobs they have to offer. But also, it's one of the areas we haven't explored so far. Maybe we'll stop and get gas on the way as well. Take a nap. Wake up 7 a.m. Working up in the morning. Gotta do something because I haven't listened to that song in like a few years. But I could tell you the Day 9 remix of Fun Day Monday, 7 p.m. Waking up in the evening. Gotta get fresh. Gotta get Chat 1. And then it's just all gone from there, because I haven't listened to that song in a while either. Let's hit up this gas station of good old Cameron. Hello, fuel. So how'd your leap year day go? Because this should be going up after leap year day. And it's not like leap year day is anything special as far as I know. Do people celebrate leap year day as some fucking special event? Because it's like a regular thing. Like most other holidays, I guess. Like, the government doesn't give leap year day off, do they? I don't know. Does anybody? Why would they? Is it somehow religiously affiliated? I don't know. And on leap year day, Jesus resurrected the dead cat of a pharaoh. It's like, I don't know, man. Pharaohs probably did not exist at that point, did they? No. Maybe? I don't know how long pharaohs existed. Anyway, let's go to sleep in the back of this motel. Standard. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. 1:05 p.m. Waking up in the afternoon. Gotta really eat some lunch or something to get the day started, man. I don't know. Maybe 1 p.m. is too late to be waking up. Yeah, you tell that to any teenager, I don't think they'll agree. But even if I had the choice of waking up at 1 p.m., I might do it. You know, like going to bed at 4 a.m. isn't all that bad if you got people to hang out with, something to do. I remember I made like a mission in Arma 3, some really silly mission that was just so incredibly bullshit hard that we stayed up till like 5 a.m. playing it, like me and some friends. It was fun night. I don't stay up till 4 a.m. 5 a.m. that often. Although it's not at the worst strategy of all time when you're like, where are we going the right way? I think so. Anyway, it's not the worst strategy. You know, I was thinking about it like if you're about to fly like long distances, oftentimes like the flight will be like in the morning or some shit. Like I know a lot of flights to like Hawaii are at least going in like a western direction are usually like early in the morning. So like 6 a.m., 7 a.m., 9 p.m., 9 a.m. You know, 11 a.m. I think might be what it is now. That's not too early, but so it'd be like, fuck, man, I'm just gonna stay up and sleep on the plane because if it's an 8-hour flight or more, you might as well, right? Do I need to turn? Not as far as I know. Wait. It's Huron's right there. Okay, so go across the next highway. Okay, just making sure. Let's turn on some music. Okay, let's turn on some different music. Going with that one. Anyway, so it's like, yeah, man, might as well just sleep on the plane, right? But then, man, it's such a pain in the dick to try to, like, get through security while you're a zombie. Like, take off your shoes. What are shoes? Could you explain to me the concept of shoes? Because it's just a pain. It's like, oh boy. And whenever we used to go on family vacations, my mother would be like, oh, you should always bring some water on the flight. I'm like, man, I don't drink fucking water. I'm a goddamn camel who also never goes to the bathroom. And I was like, I don't need this shit. And then like, get it anyway. I got one for you. It's shit like that. All when I was younger. And so I'd have it. I'd never drink it. Ever. That was standard. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I didn't drink it. La-di-da. Anyway. But then I'd just totally forget about it until on the way home, and then TSA would be like, what the fuck, dog? What are you doing with this water in your backpack? I'm like, oh shit, it's a bomb, isn't it? Oh my god, I totally forgot all about this. Huron's discovered, 19 out of 20. All we have left is one city to find. Was it Oakdale? Oak Zone? The Oak Zone. It is probably not the Oak Zone. I hit Shift Tab thinking that was the map button. Oh my god. Okay, there we go. What was it? Oakdale. Okay, Oakdale. Right next to Oakland. Standard. I was like, yeah, and TSA just gets all salty at you, and I feel so bad. Because TSA scares me. What do you got going on for jobs, Huron? San Rafael for $5,000. Man, all these are so short. I want to at least go try to make like upwards of 10 grand, right? That seems like a reasonable assumption. 10 grand ain't that much. Freight market. Is this all of Huron? This is all of Huron. Alright. Well, I'd like to not look at Huron anymore, Mom. Dad. Okay, I guess. Map. Freight market. No? Alright, I guess we don't have the choice of not looking here. That's weird. Let's turn around, maybe? If I, like, leave Huron, can I see the freight market of the world? Yeah, there we go. Huh. Anyway, could go to Santa Cruz. It is closer now. Santa Cruz to Reading is still 10 grand because it is both important and fragile. Jackpot. That's not the worst drive we've ever had in our lives. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I got time. Ain't nothing. I'm an idiot. We should probably repair our truck if we find a service shop on the way. But like TSA's, oh man, what a pain. All that is TSA pre-check is pretty nice though. I mean, it's just like not have to take off your shoes and shit. It's like, you know, value and stuff. So both my parents travel a lot, and we were, you know, this is a global entry thing now, where it's like you can just not have to go through fucking customs, really, is the answer of what that means. It's like they're all, like, pre-cleared by American Customs or something. So we were, like, traveling a few years ago, and it's like, you know, I don't have that shit, because I travel, what, like, maybe once a year? Less, because I'm not a huge fan of traveling, but it was like, going through customs without the people you're traveling with is a little awkward. You know, they're like, who the fuck are you? Where are the people you're traveling with? I'm like, man, they left me behind. What am I gonna do? Asking me all these questions? Like, God, I'm an American, dog. Jesus. But, you know, whatever. Due diligence of protecting America and its interests. You know, I'm all down for that. Are all Canadian customs agents French-Canadian, though? Because even in, like, fucking Vancouver, it appeared that way. It was very weird. I don't know if I saw a non-French-Canadian working in that airport. There was also a lot of fucking Japanese school children. That was weird. Although, it all makes sense now. You know, after seeing anime for some like bullshit reasons. I'm just having friends make me watch it. It's almost been like a year now since I like actually watched my first anime. Oh god, what a disaster. And I've only watched trash. Anyway, fucking Watamote. It's like they all look crazy in anime. They've got different colored hair. All wear weirdly weird clothes, or their fucking school uniforms that are like lewd as shit. Really short skirts, fucking perverts. Oh my god. Anyway, you see like a Japanese school group, man, it is like 100% black hair. I was like, this is what I would expect. Because Japanese people only have black hair. Same with a lot of Asian cultures, only black hair. It was interesting, and all their school uniforms were very reasonable, and I was all right with that. Good old Vancouver. Vancouver, beautiful city of mine. Neither too hot nor too cold, for we have the ocean. I don't know if that's still on YouTube, because I think it got taken down at one point, but it's like Vancouver song. It's so good. Oh. I'm just Frankenstein now. One day we'll get to wherever our cargo pickup was. Open the door, get on the floor, was not was. Good old was not was. Where are you going, mister? 7FL19. I can't even read his license plate. It's too. It's still red. What am I? It's green now. Okay, we didn't get a red light ticket. That's good. That's good. It's steps in the right direction. Man, what the fuck is all this cactus shit doing around this part of California, though? I don't know. Do people plant giant cactuses for purposes of beauty? I don't know. Cactus and their flowers create a lot of symbiotic relationships in the ecosystem, so they're not that bad. Dropping some science on y'all. Okay, we need to right-click to turn off our team turn signal. I'm glad I set those up immediately, because I do end up using them a fair bit. Whoa, I am not looking at the road. Okay. Good old proselytize. Fucking adding another word to my vocabulary today of proselytize. This is like convert to a group, religion, yada yada blah blah whatever, or cause. It's pretty cool, right? Word, right? Proselytize. Can I proselytize my dick in your anus? What? What does that even mean? Can I convert my dick into your... Can I convince you? Left turn. We're almost there. I swear we've picked up cargo from these people before. We probably have in all likelihood. Hello. After playing American Truck Simulator for what? This game's been out for a month now, hasn't it? Came out February 2nd. This video should be going up sometime around the time of March 1st, a Tuesday. So it's been about a month with this whole leap year bullshit that crazy, right? I've played this game for a month. That's more than a lot of other games. Although I have been playing this steadily. I ain't going all in like 1 week. Like, I think I've played, like, over 30 hours of fucking Vermintide in, like, 4 days. So, that's gone a little crazy. Back it up. Back it up. This is not good backup strategy. Usually, you just put one foot behind the other. But it's hard when you have, what, like, a lot of wheels. You have 8 wheels back there, 2 on the front, 8 in the rear. If you had 8 wheels in your rear, can you roll? Whee! Has anybody ever gotten a leg amputation and then replaced with, instead of a like a leg or like a peg leg or something, you know, with like a wheel, a wheel of speed or something. I don't know. just have your feet be rollerblades. I don't know. Just wondering if that was some fucked up experiment that happened in like World War II or something. I don't know. What is this? Well, that was a temporarily pretty cool road because it was like brick. She's a brick, a house, down. She mighty, I'm just letting it all hang out. Ow. What does it mean to be a brick house? I used to say that a lot, like in terms of basketball. You know, you like brick it, get bricked, brick son, brick squad. But you know, like brick seems to have a lot of different connotations too, doesn't it? Same with trap. You got trap now. You got brick. You got all these slang words that the young hip kids are using. And it's like, man, pick a way to use it. Cause what I think brick means like you could brick it, like missing a basketball shot badly, or something to the effect of just doing it poorly. But then brick could be like you blocked it. I don't know. She's a brick house. I don't even know what that means. She has a sturdy foundation and doesn't burn down easily. I don't know. I really don't know. Is she red brick building? Brick house? House. Maybe it's house, like as in the German H-E-A-U-S house, which still means house, but it has that weird connotation of in English societies. I don't know, man. Jesus Christ. So today I spent a fair bit of time on over on reddit.com/r/the Ocho, Ocho being O-C-H-O, the Spanish word for 8, which is a subreddit of whoa, that was weird. A subreddit of videos and images of unusual sports competitions. I watched fucking Kobayashi, world-renowned hot dog eater, try to out-eat hot dogs versus a fucking Alaskan bear. He lost, obviously, because it was a fucking bear. A hungry bear. But man, he put up a valiant effort. That man knows how to eat hot dogs. I don't know, does he still eat? Is he still involved in hot dog eating competitions? Because is that a thing you do when you're older, when you're younger? You know, he has to be athletic. The commentators were like raving at his fucking biceps or some shit. That video had a few million views though. Okay. But like, you know, he was doing his science strategy of eating hot dogs. You know, like dip them in water, break them in half, shove them into your fucking gullet. Call it a day, right? And the bear was just like putting his fucking mouth in the hot dogs and wiggling around and just like vacuuming them up, which is, it was just crazy. That bear was fucking hungry. But then they did like an interview with like the handler of the bear and was like, that bear was certainly hungry, wasn't he? Oh yes, I'm glad he out-ate this Japanese guy who eats a lot of fucking hot dogs. I don't know, I'm curious if he still eats hot dogs. But then after that, like, 4-minute long video, I'm curious of what fucking show or channel this was on. Because, first of all, it was low quality and looked like it was from, like, the early 2000s or something. But then, like, they had announcements for, like, what was coming up next. And it was fucking bizarre. Okay, so, the first thing it was like, up next. Can this 8,800-pound giraffe outpull 44 little people pulling DC-10s across the desert? I was like, what? Why 44 little people? Little people referring to people with the dwarfism, I assume. I don't know. I don't even know what's politically correct to call little people anymore. My god, it changes like every year, I swear. It was like, what? Why would you even make that comparison? Why not like 8 strongest men in the world competition people versus an elephant? Why are they making an elephant pull a DC-10? That's a big fucking plane. was like, what a weird comparison. And then afterwards, it was like, can this sumo wrestler out tug of war a chimpanzee? And it was like, now what the fuck? How is this chimpanzee knowing to pull a fucking rope away from a sumo wrestler? What's the point? But then I saw another video. It was another goddamn chimpanzee versus a Navy SEAL on a Navy SEAL obstacle course. Like, doing monkey bars and rope climb and shit. And I was like, how the fuck does this chimpanzee know to do a goddamn obstacle course? I don't care if he lost. Spoilers, the chimpanzee lost. But it was like, what is going on in this channel? It's like this weird animal versus human thing going on. And it's like, what the fuck? That bear really ate a lot of hot dogs. God. But sometimes watching animals eat is pretty cute sometimes. Oh, there's a service place up here. I might make a quick stop. But like sloths, there's a sloth and a sloth baby, sloth mother, sloth baby, that hang on to each other at the zoo because that's what sloths do, and then they don't move. So I'd come in early in the morning sometimes, and I'd see like the fucking keeper feeding these sloths. It was absolutely adorable. It was just like a little plate with like apples and some other various fruit, and it was just like you'd see the sloths hanging onto the tree. They'd take the piece of apple, just like move it in front of their mouth, and then all of a sudden the sloth would just like open up its mouth and like suck it in. It was very weird. Oh, how cute though. And then the baby would do it too, and it was like, this is just adorable. Whoa, okay, I just got serviced. I would not like to get into another accident immediately. There we go. I was like, man, bears eat a lot. You know, I get a lot of questions as a volunteer at the zoo just because in one of the tiger exhibits, there's a plastic dead moose thing going on. You know, but it's for the tiger enrichment. They put like fucking meat in its gut and then like a cover over it, and then the tigers can just like tear into it and eat the meat there and feel like they've gotten the satisfaction of murdering a moose. But then like because the tiger exhibit is like right next to the moose exhibit, everyone asked me like, did a moose escape and then get into a tiger exhibit and then get murdered? I was like, no. Do you see any blood or meat or carcass? This would be just a disaster if anybody saw that. Or if somehow a moose escapes. Man, they're fucking moose. They don't give a shit. They don't want to escape. They're just content with their lives. It's stuck in a glass case of emotion. I was like, huh, weird. Good old moose. Tigers. Meow. Putin's a big ass tiger. We got like a tiger from like Czechoslovakia, a male tiger. He's fucking massive. You know, they like exchange animals. Most zoos exchange animals so they can, for like breeding purposes and genetic variety and whatnot. Like this tiger's huge as fuck. I would not want to wrestle a tiger like some Jean-Claude Van Damme shit. No, that tiger don't. I'm not fucking with some tigers. Oh shit. Another reason why I don't really like to travel, you know, you never want to come face to face with a goddamn tiger. I don't know. We should really, like, stay on the road at some point. We are having a bad time. We haven't taken any damage or penalties from it, but man, it's not going well. Also, this has to be one of the most, like, side roads or sideways directions we've ever taken, because we are just, like, going through random-ass towns at this point. We have not been on a highway yet. Got like this whole 30 miles an hour speed limit thing. It was like, are we ever gonna get there? Parking in the back. How can you get to the back when there's a bunch of bars? How is this an air show here? We're in the middle of a goddamn city. Whatever. That was just a random sign. Leaving Fresno. That was all Fresno. Goddamn. Alright, well, I'm putting my slippers on because my feetsies are cold. Slippers. I love a good pair of slippers. I was happy. Did I shoot shooting star for a second, or am I crazy? I could be entirely crazy. Let's speed up to 55 finally. I think we may have had the opportunity to go a little bit faster at one point, but nothing like the open road and the salt of the ocean in my hair. Is that a comparison you make? Because I don't live on the ocean. Although like salty oceans, a nice feeling. Salt, gotta love some salt. I just love like eating salt sometimes. You just like dump a bunch in the palm of your hand and then snort it up your nose. Not actually, you just like lick it up like some sort of fucking berry in hot dogs, but you know, salt's tasty. Sometimes you just need some salt in your life. Well, we got cruise control on. Might as well break our hands or something. I don't know. Make life a little more challenging, right? What if we like gave ourselves a urinary tract infection? Would that make life harder on us driving an American Truck Simulator? I don't think so. But that wouldn't make the rest of my life pleasant either. Okay, so awkward story incoming, but shut the fuck up on hold music. Anyway, turn that off. So, you know, for the longest time, I had like, it was like, I can't use other people's bathrooms, man. That's their bathrooms. I have my bathroom, they have their bathroom. I ain't going in there. I don't need to anyway. That's how I got the nickname of Camel Boy, because I like never peed or went to the bathroom in any circumstance ever. I would go for like 14 hours at a time. You know, I'd like wake up at like 6 a.m. before like going to the middle school or some shit. Go to the bathroom then, and get home at like 6 at night, and I'm like, okay, whatever, we can go to the bathroom now. This is a big hill. Oh my goodness. I see the traffic behind me in the mirror. They're just disappointed. They're like, you can do it, Thomas the Tank Engine. No! Alright, there's another story to queue up in my noodle. So there was one time I was like had a sleepover or whatever. Fucking didn't go to the bathroom for like over 24 hours, right? That's insane. Why would you even do that? I was like, no, I don't want to use their bathroom. Whatever, I can hold it. It was a bad idea. It was a bad idea to say the least. Almost weed in my pantsies. But after like a month after that, it felt like a fucking bladder infection. It just felt like I had to go to the bathroom entirely all the time. But it just wasn't the case. I went to the doctor. They couldn't find anything wrong. I was like, this is just a bad idea as a result of a stupid mistake. So I wouldn't recommend it. Anyway, about that Thomas the Tank Engine hill climb thing. My brother, 3 years older than me, and in our high school that we both went to, had to in your senior year, scattered along the year, every like Friday, like 4 people or whatever, because it was like class of like 90 people, had to give a speech to the entire high school. So it was like a 5-minute speech about really whatever you wanted. But my brother and one of his best friends accidentally got lottery drawn on like right after each other, so one after the other. And so they were like, yeah, let's just do something stupid. So my brother's friend goes first, and he was like talking about like inspirational stuff, like you can do it. And then my brother gets up and he just like shits all over him, like everywhere. So like he's like, no, you can't do it. You should give the fuck up right now. I was like, this is pretty funny. Maybe I was a little biased because it was my brother, but it was pretty silly. Thomas the Tank Engine. That's a good song. If anybody hasn't heard it, it's a musical remix of the Thomas the Tank Engine theme song, like do 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 do. Anyway, and a Biggie Smalls song that I can't remember the name of, but it's sped up from its original speed, so that it fits the speed of the Thomas the Tank Engine song better. But it's so perfect. The Thomas the Tank Engine theme song really fits well into gangster rap about like 7 Mac 11s, 8 38s, 99, 10 Mac 10s. The shit never ends. Can't touch my riches, even if you have MC Hammer and 357 bitches. Biggie Smalls, 100 Minute Mansion. I don't remember all of it. It's been a little bit, but it's a quality video. Somebody made it in Source Filmmaker as well. So you can see a pretty fun video with it if you wanted to. Good old Source Filmmaker. How it revolutionized TF2. When Source Filmmaker came out, it was my time to start slowing down on the whole TF2 craze thing. Really, after I went free to play, it all went downhill for me. I was like, all these scrubs are playing now, it's just not as fun. That was like the most competitive game I've ever played in my life. It was a lot of fun, though. Let's go faster. Oh, yeah, whoa, it sped up to 70 miles per hour. We got this. Of course it speeds up to 70 miles an hour when you're not on the straight road anymore. You think we're gonna get probed by aliens while we're out here? That's a legitimate concern for me sometimes. You know, you gotta be prepared for the unexpected, whether that unexpected is realistic or not. You know, sometimes you just gotta anticipate a black rhinoceros, one of the endangered species of Africa, showing up in fucking a Minnesota lake, man. Who the fuck knows? I don't know why they would be there, what they would do, but it's like, man, now I'm prepared. I know how to get away from a rhinoceros. I don't actually know how to anything about getting away from a rhinoceros. You should not come to me for advice on escaping rhinoceros attacks. What is the plural of rhinoceros? Rhinoceroses? I jumbled that up. Rhinoceroses? Or is it like rhinocerosi? Rhinoodles? Raynoodle? Raynad? Oodle? You know, I was reading the book from the library back in like middle school or whatever about octopuses, because I'm clearly a fan of a good old octopus here and there. You know, the book was talking about like how to, at the end of the book, after like going, because it was a small book, it was talking about some brief information about octopuses and whatnot, but it was talking about like the pluralization of octopus. So it was like, I don't give a shit what you call it, octopus, octopi, octopode, octopussycat. It doesn't matter. They're all the same. I was like, okay, you know what? That's fine. We all get the meaning. So, you know, if the point of language isn't to confer meaning of feelings and emotions and terminology, then what's the point? Who cares if I'm grammatically correct of something so silly? Why can't I call it an octopussycat? Right? We might need to get gas and take a nap. We are 372 miles away. We definitely do not have enough gas or sleepy sleep to get there all in one go. So I might stop here in Tonopah, the middle of Nevada, to get some gas, take a nap. We don't need to get service still, so you know, even better. Am I right or am I right? I'm right all the time. Have I ever been wrong? Have I ever led you astray? No, baby. That's why you'll love me forever. And if you ever leave me, you'll end up in my sex dungeon. Such is life, ending up in my sex dungeon. Whee! Alright, let's take a right and go take a nap in the back of this service station. Hey. Woo! Oh, fuck. Did our cargo get stuck on the fucking railing? Yeah, it did. It totally did. We know it. We all know it. I hate this fucking railing. I hate all railings. Confirmed. If you are a railing and watching this video, I automatically hate you. And I'm sorry for that. It's just a race thing. You know, most people only see blonde brunettes and redhead railings. I only see one kind of railing, and that's an asshole railing. So, my bad. Woo! Okay, can we do it? This is just awkward right here. This is not how you reverse. I was trying to, like, back up the trailer, but then we just jackknifed at some point. And we're just, like, rotating it 360 degrees. Alright. Well, I think we'll make it out of here okay, though. Hi, police. I'm gonna be so excited to follow you around. Hey, funny joke, right? Woo! We only got 13 hours, 10 minutes to complete this job. Should only take 9 hours, 40 minutes to get there. Hey, it's the Fonz. think I tried to watch an episode of Happy Days once, but my god, that show is so old that it just was unappealing at that point. Sometimes things get too old. It's just like, man, it doesn't make any sense anymore. You're gonna talk about, like, draft dodging the Vietnam War, man. I get the sentiment, but I don't get the feeling. Jesus Christ. I don't know if I talked about draft dodging the Vietnam War in Happy Days, because that doesn't seem like an appropriate topic for a family sitcom. I don't even know why I came up with that example, but that is what I came up with, and I will stand behind my decision. 368 miles to go. It was almost 69. It was 69 at one point. Everything was 69 at one point, right? Except for things lower than 69. Damn. Plot foiled. You foiled my master plan. My master plan was clearly to rape my wife and then get shot in a consensual fashion. Oh, here we go. The song's pimpin' or something. What's another lingo I could use for my feelings to this song? Baller. That's one we've already talked about, but man, I don't know. Oh, crack that neck. Back up that ass. Straight onto another ass, making an ass train. Ass to mouth. Oh my god, now we're into human centipede territory, and it's just not cool once you get there. Oof. Human centipede. What a disgusting film. You know, films that just go for that disgusting factor. You got like the Serbian film is up there. You see like a dad fucking like his 8-year-old boy, and it's like, man, this is just supposed to be disgusting. And you get like those torture porn movies, like Hostel, the Hostel franchise, stuff like that. And it's just like, man, Saw at some points, like the later Saw movies were sort of torture porn. And it's just like, man, it's just silly, isn't it? I don't see the appeal of it because I don't like it at all. It's too spooky. Everything is too spooky. When your own face is too spooky, how do you look in a mirror? That's why I don't have any mirrors. I get scared. I'm scared of my own hand on the keyboard right now. You know, sometimes you get it confused for a five-legged spider or something. I don't know. Why don't I have caps lock on? Should probably turn that off. Let's get up to 70 miles per hour. MPH. Why not KMH? Kilometers per hour. KPH? Is it KM/H? Those mean the same thing, right? And miles per hour, kilometers per hour. Huh. Oh. You know, I'm really bad at conversions of units. That was like, for some goddamn reason, the metric unit conversion was like a unit I did really shittily in high school chemistry. I was like 1,000, 10,000 milliliter to liter. And I was like, man, I don't fucking know. It's all in tens, this shit. It was supposed to be easy, man. Like, I still don't know. No, man, fuck, like imperial unit conversions. Like, I don't know what the fuck a pint is. And compared to glasses, how many? I don't fucking have a goddamn clue. What's a goddamn liter to a pint? It's just all a mess. All I know is I really like pints of ice cream. Like, what's a foot to my dick in Uranus, right? About 1 to 1. There's a lot of power lines out here. I'm really looking forward to this Arizona expansion. Maybe they'll put it out tomorrow, March 1st. And I'll be like, yeah, man. Hell yeah. We get to go to Arizona. The Zona. Into the zone. The Chernobyl zone. The zone in Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl, and Stalker. The Stalker franchise, really. It's just, you know, me and a friend tried to play the Stalker multiplayer at some point. Like Call of Pripyat or whatever. I don't know, this is back in like 2010, 2011. But man, every single server was Russian. Every single one of them. And it was like, try playing that fucking game with 600 goddamn ping, everybody's just like sniping, and then you just like die 8 seconds later, and it's like, what the fuck is happening? And they're all like speaking Russian in the text, and it's like, this is a goddamn mess, and we are never playing this again. In terms of multiplayer. Fun single player game though. Although a little aged at this point. Yeah. What, the game came out like 2007 or something? The OG. Get out of here, stalker. Fun times. Woo! City limit of Ely, Nevada. 218 miles left to go. This is Northern Nevada, isn't it? Because we're going to Jackpot. So this is Eli's, like, is it past Winnemucca? Holy shit! Threaded the fucking needle there, didn't we? Right, but oh no, we are south of Elko. I apologize, I got a little confused. Looks like we're heading over to the fucking train that's over here again. This train will be the death of me. Someday, somewhere, I'm going to die by train. Death by train. You know, the Final Destination franchise has scared me away from like every situation that could involve me getting killed. That shit gave me like fucking nightmares of like dying to a fucking car wash. Man, I couldn't do car washes for a long time after seeing like a trailer for one of the Final Destination movies. It's like she got her fucking head stuck out the sunroof, and it was like the brushes, the fan, the soap, the water. Bad way to go. I think like the one I saw like Final Destination like 3 or something on like DVD or VHS. I don't fucking remember when that shit came out. It was the one. I could tell you some of the deaths that came with it. There was the tanning salon death, the weightlifting death, the nail gun death, and other various power tools. The flagpole death at the climax. I think the timber falling death was a different movie, but man, what a weird movie series as well. You know, there's those classic horror series that show up for like a few years running, and they come out on Halloween, just trying to appeal to kids. You know, you get like the Saw franchise, fucking Leprechaun. I guess, man, the Leprechaun series is fucking weird though. The fact that it has continued with like a new release in like 2014, 2015, that's like Origins of Leprechaun or something, is just fascinating, because that is not a very good movie series. The first one, absolutely ridiculous and not all that entertaining, surprising. It's just kind of lame and boring, for my taste at least. You know, you really gotta get there. You gotta go the distance to be zany. But then like Leprechaun 4, the one in space. And then you go like to the hood and back to the hood again, and it's like, why we got fucking Ice Cube up in here being a gangsta? This is just confusing. But then there's like a Scorpion Man in the space one. It's like, this is outrageous, and I love it. Lep in the hood come to do no good. Lep in the hood come to do no good. The fact that the Leprechaun was it Warwick Davis who played the Leprechaun? I don't remember. Oh, it was definitely a famous little person actor. The fact that I've had to talk about little people twice in this episode is absolutely shocking to me. But and I still don't know the correct political terminology. I see you closing your fucking bars up ahead, train. You ain't getting me this time. You know, I'd really appreciate it though if you served a purpose in life, like carrying cargo. You're just like fucking Emily from Thomas the Tank Engine. Fucking all the words in that song. All the Thomas the Tank Engine songs, I realized. I went to their channel to look up the Emily song, because it's just so weirdly catchy, because it's sung by like 8-year-old British girls. Anyway, I went to their YouTube channel, and like all the songs had like around half downvotes, and it's like, this is what the hell did Thomas the Tank Engine do fucking wrong that everyone hates this? I understand the Emily one, because Emily's a fucking bitch. And that song is weird. It's like, nobody's quite like Emily. Friendly Emerald Emily. And it's like, no, she's not friendly. She's a know-it-all stuck-up bitch who's an asshole to all the other tank engines. And it's like, wow, how rude of her. Like, no, she just really knows her stuff, guys. And she's just trying to give you friendly advice. And she's like, why did you do it this way? I was like, oh my god, calm the fuck down, Emily. You're a goddamn train. Get over yourself. You've got Sir Topham Hatt running this whole goddamn shindig, this syndicate of fucking organized crime on this island of Satan or whatever it's called, Sodor? I don't even know. There's like this guy's got like a fucking Sir Topham Hatt's got a fucking racket on transportation on the island of Sodor, and it appears to be the entire economy of Sodor is transportation. I don't even know, and they're all sentient beings too, and they all cause confusion and delay to all episodes. It's weird. You really should not cause confusion and delay. He is very cross as well, all the time, very cross. Ugh. That's what you get, Thomas. That's what you get. Thomas is not the main focus of that show, though. I realized, like, maybe up getting close to half of the episodes, or at least mention him and use his personality. But then there's some that is just like, this guy is an asshole. Here's what he did wrong. Now don't do it. It's like, okay, Jesus, I get that Gordon was trying to defend his honor. God, bunch of trains. They're just trains. They just go choo-choo as they go down. Look, I just really want that train back in Eli to have cargo and stop causing confusion and delay. For me, mostly. He's really just taking up my fucking time. He has no purpose other than to try to hurt me. Try to hurt me and try to get me paid less because I won't get there on time. God, what a shitbag, right? He's only there with malicious intent. Let's fucking sue this asshole, right? He's gonna fucking defame me. He's gonna frame me for Grand Theft Auto. I don't even know at this point. Let's frame him. You know what? He murdered all those children in the back of my truck, okay? He did it. Hello, jet flying overhead. Whoosh. Just needs to return the slab or something. I don't know. Ugh. That train makes me angry. It made me go on a rant about Thomas the Tank Engine, the beloved show of my childhood, because he thinks he can. He totally can, because he's Thomas the Tank Engine. And now it's all CGI stuff with, like, fucking rock anthems as its music, and it's like, where's all the effort? Where's all the model trains? They're beautiful models, too. Like, all the miniatures and stuff. They're absolutely gorgeous in the original show. Now it's just all computerized graphics, and it's like, come on, dog. Where's the fucking passion? At least it's not the Thomas the Tank Engine movie with fucking Alec Baldwin, because that shit is weird. I can't tell you much about it because I don't remember it. But they're like trying to save Sodor by bringing back a fucking like a small girl from the Earth world, and then there's like a fucking evil train, Diesel or whatever. He's a piece of shit. Alec Baldwin is so over the top zany. He's like trying to talk to the goddamn audience, and then there's like this Oscar-winning actor who plays like this caregiver of the special train, the Deus Ex Machina train engine, and he's like taking this shit so seriously. It's bizarre, but it's like, what the fuck is going on in this movie? Alec Baldwin's absolutely crazy. The Baldwin family. Really all of the Baldwins. All of the Baldwins. There's a lot of Baldwins. They're just like the fucking Kennedys. They're all in the same business. And all die in mysterious circumstances. Awkward. I forget the name of the Baldwin from Firefly, but I like him. He's a cool dude. Alec Baldwin is also good in a lot of things, but also really bad in other things. Case in point of the Thomas the Tank Engine, but like 30 Rock, he's amazing. Oh, I love it. Then like the Firefly Baldwin, he seems like a interesting person. I don't remember much about him. My bad. My God, Thomas the Tank Engine, what a staple of society, right? Has anybody gone back and watched shows they watched when they were in like fucking preschool? Because there were some shows that I remember seeing like briefly on the fucking like CRT TVs and shit, but it's like, who the fuck remembers what they were called? I remember one about some like fucking dragons and shit. They're going to like a foreign land. That's about it though, and learning life lessons. Fuck if I know what the hell else they talked about or did. I got fucking like Winnie the Pooh though. Winnie the Pooh, I remember. Winnie the Pooh's a staple of child's culture for the last 50 years. Winnie the Pooh. Ooh, Winnie the Pooh. Fucking Tigger too, and Eeyore, and whoever the else existed in that show. Were there any females in that show? I don't even know. The pig, right? The pig. The pig was a woman. Yeah. Okay, so Winnie the Pooh. There was a movie that I saw when I was a kid, right? Because Winnie the Pooh had movies, but it was about like a Winnie the Pooh was like trying to hang out with his best bud, who was some real life kid, but not. It wasn't in real life. It was an animated kid. But at some point, like the kid left. All right, the kid left. Okay, and then so like Winnie the Pooh goes on this journey to hell looking for this kid because the kid just up and left. Okay. And it was like some weird fucking creepy imagery for like a 4-year-old, right? It was weird. And it would terrify me. It was like, because he actually went to hell and it was like shadows and red and fire and it was like, holy fuck. And then right after, it was like, hey, Winnie the Pooh, how are you? And he's like, where'd you go? And it's like, I went to school, motherfucker. And it was like, what? Are you fucking with me? He's an animated kid talking to a goddamn bear who's really into honey or whatever. I don't know any other personality traits besides Winnie the Pooh's nice, soft-voiced, and is a bear. No, it was spooky. Maximum spook. But we're up into jackpot now. Congratulations, everybody. I think we did pretty well this mission. Looks like we're in to make a fair bit of money. We started with 123 grand-ish. Ended up at around 119,000. It's only a $4,000 loss for, what is it, like a, good old-fashioned $17,000 gain. Oh, look at that, like $13,000 profit-ish. Well, we'll see if we, I don't think we took any damage on the trailer. Nah, man, it's all good. It's all good. It's a priority delivery. I don't even know. But I think it went all right. That's the way Dad did it. That's the way America does it. And I think it's turned out pretty well so far. Ooh, okay, around the corner and pull in. Not that kind of pull in, you sick bastard. Roof. Okay, you can totally park it for me because still never gonna park it. Never, ever, ever, ever. Look at that, 17 grand. Oh, level 12 too. You touch my heart. American Truck Simulator, you touch it. You touch it in inappropriate ways, and I wish you would stop it. I'm gonna call Child Services. Okay, so really, there's not much left to upgrade, but yeah. Do we want explosivo, or do we want flammable liquids? Maybe we'll go with explosives. I don't know. But that leaves one more level to put the last thing in hazardous cargo. Then we can just start shoving them in to random things. I don't know. Fuel economy, fragile, just in time, high value, more long distance. Not like we're ever going to need it. But hey, we got plenty of time, baby. We've got another 11 months. Because this is apparently a year-long American Truck Simulator challenge. But anyway, thank you very much for scumming me. But thank you very much for watching this video of American Truck Simulator, and I will see you next time. You're always welcome here. There are no accidents, just happy little mistakes. No wait, there's no mistakes here, just happy little accidents. Good old Bob Ross, love him to death, even though he's dead for 20 years. I did not love him to death. He died like the same year he was born. Hush, hush, it's okay. See you next time.